Now confirmed, the wedding of Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor, official announcement. Spain expected this moment, but no one thought it would come so soon. The crown princess is no longer waiting. The whispers are true. The wedding is real. And today, the world knows. But the truth, it's far more emotional than anyone imagined. Stay with me, because what you'll hear in the next hour will leave you breathless. 1. The confirmation. Today, Spain wakes up to a new chapter in its monarchy. The royal household has confirmed it. Her Royal Highness, Princess Leonor de Bourbon, the heir to the Spanish throne, will marry. Not in rumor, not in speculation, but in reality. The announcement came with carefully chosen words, written with the weight of centuries. And yet, behind those polished lines lies something deeply human. The love of a young woman. The hope of a nation. The legacy of a dynasty. We must ask, how did we arrive here? What emotions filled the palace corridors before this news was shared? And what does it mean for Spain, for Europe, for the monarchy itself? Later in this video, you'll hear how King Felipe reacted privately to his daughter's decision. But first, let's go back. Let's understand the story that led to this moment. 2. A princess grows up. Leonor was born into destiny. October 31, 2005. Madrid. A child cradled in the arms of King Felipe and Queen Letizia. From her first cries, the nation looked at her not just as a baby but as a future queen. She was baptized before kings, crowned by expectation, and raised with discipline. Her childhood was not like others. Every gesture was measured, every word noticed. But beneath the tiara, there was always the girl. Shy smiles at official events. Quiet glances at her sister Sophia. The moments when she would hold her mother's hand just a little longer. And now, years later, those glimpses remind us that Princess Leonor is not just a royal, she is a young woman in love. We've watched her transform. From school in Madrid, to her international education in Wales, to her military training. Each stage prepared her, not only for the throne, but for partnership, for responsibility, for a life that would one day be shared with someone else. But who could have predicted that day would come so soon? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll reveal how the royal household chose to share this wedding announcement, and why their timing matters. 3. The palace announcement. The official words were simple, yet thunderous. The royal household released a communiqué, confirming that Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor will marry in a ceremony described as historic for Spain and uniting for Europe. They did not mention dates at first. They did not mention locations. But they confirmed the one thing that matters: the future Queen of Spain is preparing to wed. Why now? Why release it at this precise moment? Sources inside the palace reveal that the decision came after months of private discussions. King Felipe wanted to ensure Leonor had completed her first major step in military training before entering this new chapter. Queen Letizia insisted her daughter's education remain a priority. And Leonor herself, strong, determined, quietly brave, wanted the world to hear it directly, without tabloid noise or rumor. But here's the twist: this wasn't just an announcement for Spain. It was for Europe. It was for Denmark. It was for the world. Because in confirming her marriage, Leonor isn't just choosing love. She's weaving Spain into a new royal alliance that could shape generations. 4. Family reactions. Imagine the scene inside Zarzuela Palace the night before the announcement. A dinner table, quiet voices, Sophia glancing at her sister with pride, perhaps with a touch of disbelief. Queen Letizia, emotional, protective, holding back tears. King Felipe, stern at first, then softening as the weight of history collided with the love of a father. Those close to the family say Felipe was deeply moved. He had always known this moment would come. But when it finally did, he found himself reflecting on his own marriage, how he once stunned Spain by marrying for love, not arrangement. Now, his daughter follows that path. And though the burden of the crown is heavy, she carries it with grace. Later in this video, you'll see how world leaders are already preparing for the wedding, because this will not be just a Spanish event. It will be global. 5. The ceremony ahead. Where will it happen? That is the question now gripping Europe. Some whisper Madrid's Almudena Cathedral, where royal tradition breathes through the walls. Others say a palace garden, open to the people, symbolizing a modern monarchy. Wherever it may be, one thing is certain, millions will watch, billions will care. The dress, the flowers, the music, the guests. But beyond the details lies something greater. This will not simply be a royal wedding. It will be the moment Spain declares that its monarchy is alive, vibrant, and filled with love. And yet, there are tensions. Not all approve. Some question the timing. Is Leonor too young? Is Spain ready? These voices will grow louder as the date approaches. But so too will the voices of those who believe love has no borders, and that a queen who marries with her heart will rule with her soul. 6. Global reactions. Already, the world responds. From London to Copenhagen, from Washington to Brussels, leaders send quiet messages of congratulations. Royal houses prepare to attend. The people of Spain flood social media with celebration, with pride, with disbelief that the little girl they once saw in braids is now walking toward her crown, and her marriage. Later this year, when the bells ring, when the carriage rolls through Madrid, when Leonor steps into the cathedral or the palace hall, the world will stop. It will be more than a wedding. It will be history, alive before our eyes. And when Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor says her vows, she will not only promise love. She will promise a future. For Spain, for her people, for the crown she will one day wear. So now it is confirmed. The wedding of Princess Leonor is no longer rumor. It is reality. And as Spain prepares, as Europe watches, as the world leans in, we are witnessing not just the union of two souls, but the rebirth of monarchy for a new century. Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor is stepping forward. Not as a child, not as a student, not even just as a soldier, but as a bride, as a queen in waiting, and as the heartbeat of a nation. The announcement is made. The journey begins. And history is already being written.